The row between Apple and Epic Games, makers of the online video game Fortnite, rages on. The company is taking legal action seeking to block retaliation from the tech giant. Apple and Google removed the hit game from their app stores because Epic Games bypassed their payment systems to avoid giving them a cut of sales. Both platforms wanted 30% on purchases. Let's get more on this now from Daniel Konstantinovic, Associate Editor at Thinknum Media in New York. Good to talk to you. Thank you for your time. What's going on here? How big a deal is it?
Well, it's a big deal on a couple different levels. I think it reflects a failure of government regulation that we have to rely on a company like Epic to try and bring down this 30% fee that Apple charges, which Apple got in trouble for during the antitrust hearings in Washington a few weeks ago. So this, in a more just world, perhaps, this wouldn't be happening between two companies. And it's also a big deal because of the sort of cultural implications of it. Epic Games, creator of Fortnite, which is one of the most, if not the most popular games in the world, controls a lot of cultural capital. And it has a lot of, in the lawsuit that it filed against Apple, claims it has 350 million players, many of whom are very young. And the tactic that Epic is using to put pressure on Apple is to more or less weaponize that group of players to pressure a business rival. And they're doing so by encouraging sort of this formation of identity around the use of Epic Games' product in Fortnite, which is sort of a ethically questionable thing to do given the young age of the players involved, and given games as a medium having a very rough history with identity politics and conflating consumerism with personal identity being used to really damaging ends to harm people like women or people of color in the gaming space.
So I can see that you think it's probably right to take issue with the 30% cut. Do you think this fan base can be weaponized, and what could be the result of that?
Well, it can and can't. This is not something on the level of Gamergate, which was a very political movement that happened online in 2014 that I just mentioned. The most that consumers can really do here in Epic's favor is organize a boycott, refuse to purchase Apple products, download Apple apps. But the damage that can really be done by it is the people who could learn from Epic's example of weaponizing users and use it to maybe more political or less financially motivated ends, to generate something like another Gamergate or promote some sort of identity politics.
Can I just ask you, if Epic does win, or at least if Apple and Google back down to some extent, it would ultimately benefit smaller businesses, other startups, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. And that's important to note. If Epic were to win this lawsuit, businesses at large, small and large, would benefit from it. But it's important to, and Epic is certainly using this as ammunition in their favor in the lawsuit. In the lawsuit, they don't claim any damages. They're not asking for any special treatment. And they're trying to posture themselves as sort of the big company looking out for the little guy. So it's important to note that, yes, if Epic were to win this lawsuit, it would benefit businesses at large. Apple's 30% fee is certainly exorbitant, and they charge 10 times less that fee for apps that are distributed via Mac home computers. So, yeah, there would be widespread benefits if Epic were to win this, but the long-term implications of it and the damage that it could do to users is certainly something to be cautious of.
Danny, thank you very much indeed. Sounds like we'll be back to this.
Thank you.